Hey guys, for this video, I wanted to do a little bit of a talk about teamfight tactics and what I have learned so far. So, teamfight tactics is a very new game made by Riot Games. People made League of Legends, and honestly, I think their game is really fun. It's in the auto chess genre. So basically, we're going to be selecting a few units, placing them on the field to battle against the creeps, monsters, and other players. Last person standing will win the game. Um, First, I want to say this carousel in the beginning, it matters a lot, not only for the units, but for the item. So if I can grab this vein with... Okay, perfect. So we're able to beat that guy to the vein with the recurve bow. And recurve bow, I think, is one of the most overpowered items. Recurve bow plus a needlessly large rod built into Rage Blade, which I think is one of the strongest items in the game. So, with Bane, we can go either Nobles or Rangers, and we basically already know that she's going to be our carry, just because she does have the recurve bow already, so we're going to be looking for a large rod. So right here, if you hover over the unit with the second item, it will show what it combines into. Which is pretty cool. So if you're not sure about all the items, you don't feel like using the cheat sheet, you can do this, hover over it, you can see it. So we have a couple nobles right here, so we're going to pick up the Garens. Garen is one of the strongest early game units. Garen's Judgment does 60 damage at level 1. And that takes 9 times. So if Garen gets his ult off and 2 to 3 people, you usually win a fight, even in the mid-late game. It is very strong. So, in my opinion, you can either go Nobles with like a Vayne. If you grab a Tristana, you can maybe go Gunslingers with Pirates. 3 Pirates into 4 Gunslingers, I think, makes for a very good composition. It's had really good success for me. So this builds into Sword of the Divine, which is also a good option. We're really wanting to go into the Rage Blade, if we can. Looks like we picked up another Garen. Darius isn't a noble, but he is a knight, so we're going to go and pick him up. We're going to pick up the other Garen. So it looks like we're going to be going nobles and knights. Nobles and knights is a composition that synergizes pretty well together and will win you for most early game fights. If we can, so this is stage 3, this is the last minion round. On stage 4, we're going to either look to try to get another tier 2 unit, or we're going to level up and try to get a third noble out there if we can. That way we can try to win the first round. And we didn't get a, so it's Phantom Dancer or Cursed Blade. So put a third noble out there, I believe. We can. We really want this Fiora on here, so I'm gonna sell the Garen, put Fiora out there, that we have 3 nobles and 2 knights, so we win the first round. Even though I kind of want the Garens and I want the Lucian, I want to start off strong and just start doing well right from the get-go. So, Noble buff will give 100 armor and heal 35 health per attack to 1 random ally. And it went onto our Garen this turn, which is actually perfect. So, all the focus from their DPS is going on their Garen, and they're just tanking it out. So this guy has a Rage Blade on Varus. And if you guys didn't see what the Rage Blade did, it's 4% attack speed. Every auto attack stacking infinitely. So the Rage Blade, it gets kind of ridiculous later on. We'll go ahead and grab the Garen here. Okay, we'll grab another Garen. I'm gonna grab all of these. Warwick is a brawler, which does not synergize with our knights, and it's not a noble, so it doesn't synergize with our nobles. So we're not going to pick either of these 2 up. From what I can tell about this game, it's similar to auto chess in terms of the fact that you want to get a 2-star unit early, like 2-star units early on. Whichever units you can get a 2-star early on, that's going to be usually the composition that you go. So the fact that I got the 2 Garens early on pretty much told me, hey, you know, and I had the Vayne, pretty much told me, hey, you're probably going to Knights Nobles. I can start you off the game pretty well. This guy has a Pike. I mean, my Garen's a beast, man. Garen, I think, is one of the most overpowered units in this game right now. So if you want to win more of your Teamfight Tactics games, pick up Garen for sure. In fact, if we get another Tier 2 Garen... So you didn't hear. But we did get Tier 2 Vayne. If we had gotten another Tier 2 Garen, we could have even put him out there as another Tier 2. Also, if I had a Tier 2 Garen here, but I didn't have enough gold to level up, I could sell a unit just to level up here. The more wins you get in a row, the higher your win streak is. And the more your win streak is, the more gold you get per round. So right now I'm getting, it's just 5 passive income, so 5 gold per round. Interest to a maximum of 5 is every 10 gold you save at the end of each round. You get 1 bonus gold. Up to, you know, once you get to 50 gold, you get 5 bonus interest. Oh damn, this Cassian is wrecking my Garen. He's not able to cast his spin. Looks like he might be doing the same thing with his Vayne, trying to save up for the Rage Blade. Try and grab that Vayne. So I have another. So Carousel, I'm looking for a large rod. I am in first place right now, so I'm going to be the last to leave the Carousel. I am hoping that someone leaves this Warwick up. Looks like this Vegeta guy maybe wants the Warwick. So usually in this round, you could pick something for the item, or for the unit, but I usually pick for the item, which will guarantee my carries deal the damage that I want to do. So I'm going to go for that Warwick. And so we're going to pick the Warwick knowing that we're going to sell him, just so that we can... get the item. So in this game, I don't like how, like, when you pick it, that you're forced to, Perfect, so I got Rage Blade. We're going to put a BF Sword on her too, so we can make Zeke's Herald. That's probably not the best. Good GA, that's honestly not best, but I'm going to do Bloodthirster. So I'm just showing you the different item combinations there. I already knew I was going to be going into the Bloodthirster there. So we're going to put the second Tier 2 Garen out there, and it's going to be pretty strong for us. We're going to grab the Lucian as well, since he's a 4th Noble. 6 Nobles have found is decent, but we don't have to commit into 6 Nobles. We can take our 3 Nobles by itself and just take into something else. Because 6 Noble bonus is all allies get 100 armor and heal 35 health per stack, so it's kind of like 6 goblins in Dota Auto Chess. Okay, so okay, I sold the Vayne just so I can get +1 income on that round. Getting as much income as possible is really good. In hindsight, oh yeah, Vayne's the best thing. So the reason why I sold the Vayne, even though I want Vayne to be my carry, is I want the Fiora and the Darius to be 2-starred first. And for Vayne to star up again to get stronger, I would need 3 Tier 2 Vaynes, and I only had 1 Tier 2 Vayne and 1 Tier 1 Vayne, so I would still need 5 more. So it's better to just sell your Vayne there, get the economy. That way you can start saving up a little bit of gold, because we want to be leveling up a little bit later. So what we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for Knights. So there are some Knights that are also Nobles as well that we want to pick up, just like Garen. So we could sell Lucian here. I think I'm going to sell Lucian. Because he is a Noble, but, you know, past 3 Nobles, like 4 Nobles doesn't do anything more for you than 3 Nobles does. And honestly, the 2 Tier 2 Garens is doing work for us. Rek'Sai is a brawler. It doesn't synergize with our knights here, so let me reposition for the creep round. So I'm repositioning so that the Krugs are attacking the Garen instead of my Fiora. If you right click, you get to see unit stats. Fiora only has 400 HP, the Garen has 1080. So we want him taking these Krugs. That way Fiora doesn't take too much damage. So that's the idea at least. Hopefully Darius gets a double heal before... he didn't get double heal before that thing died. Oh man, these Garen spins doing work. So the last time we want to go for, we could go for an Infinity Edge, and that would be pretty good. Infinity Edge builds out a double BF sword. Or we can go for something like Rapid Fire Cannon, which is 2 recurve bows. Or we could go for, oh, nice. We got tier 2 Fiora. Let me move these guys back. What did we have them before? I think like that. Oh wait, we have them like this. So usually you want your tier 2 units to kind of cover for your tier 1 unit, because the Garens will take the brunt of damage, and maybe Darius takes one person's worth of damage, which is kind of what you want. And then we keep our Vayne safe back here. So positioning like early on is pretty important. Okay, our Vayne got the noble buff, so she's gonna be a beast. So she's gonna be healing 35 extra health every auto attack on top of her Bloodthirster, and her Rage Blade is the attacks are stacking infinitely. So as the fight goes longer and longer, Vayne is just dealing more and more damage. So this Vegeta guy, he didn't get his Rage Blade, he's just sitting on the recurve. Maybe he's not familiar with the items and whatnot. Okay. So, in hindsight, I should have picked up that Katarina last round to combine with Imperials for Darius. That could have been a good 5th unit for us. Another good 5th unit, the other Imperial that we might be looking for is Darius. Or not Darius, Draven. Now these looking good. So we're just chilling. So again, we want our economy to be above 50 as quickly as possible. I think I've decided that, hold on, what do I want to do? I could do GA. I'm going to put the Chain Vest on Garen for now. This guy is rank 2, so I put an item on my character instead of just holding onto him on the bench. Just in case I lost the round. I could have sold the Garen for 50 gold. I messed up there. Okay, we got another chance at the Katarina. So we didn't mess up too bad. We can level up without ruining our economy. And what I mean by that is we can level up to the next level without going below 50 gold so we lose our interest. So when you hear a auto chess player talking about ruining their economy, that's pretty much what we're talking about. I think I might want to go for a GA. So if you look up here, you see the rounds. Like right here, I'm against this guy. Looks like he's going... like... He's got a couple Yordles. He's got 3 Yordles, so he's got the evasion. So he's going for somewhat of a Yordle comp. You see how my characters are missing? With Yordles, they have a 30% chance to evade. With 3 Yordles and with 6 Yordles, it's a 50% chance to evade. So what we're looking here is a second BF sword. So we're looking probably at that Rek'Sai. What we could also get is we could potentially get that spatula, or maybe we could just get another recurve bow. I'm really looking. So recurve bow on Graves, or we can get the BF sword on Rek'Sai. Because we're in first place again, we're let out last. We'll take the Graves. We'll take the recurve bow. I mean, more attack speed on Vayne is pretty good. So I'll take it. Okay, so sell Graves just to get his item. So we can get Sword of the Divine here, which honestly is pretty good. Or, you know, we can go Titanic Kaja, which Vayne doesn't have much HP, so it doesn't make... So we'll go with this. We're going to go and level up some. Again, because we have strong economy and we're on a huge winning streak, we can afford to just like start leveling up. That way we can get the high tier units. And if you guys notice, nobles, a lot of nobles are like high cost units. Like Kale is a 5 cost unit, which is a lot. And getting 6 nobles does require the kill. So we did a good amount of damage. Honestly, there's a lot of early damage in this game. Okay, we got a second Darius finally. And go and level up again. For now, we can just put in a third Garen. We'll put Garen behind the Vayne in case that an enemy player has an assassin comp. Assassin comps usually will jump to your backline and start fighting, and this Garen will protect my Vayne against a potential assassin. Looks like the assassins were already targeting the Katarina anyways, but this will help. Looks like the Garen was the one who got pulled by Blitzcrank since he is the furthest one on the board from the Blitzcrank. So that's really good. Oh, wow. The Blitzcrank has Spear of Shojin, so the Spear of Shojin, after casting, caster gains 20% its mana per attack. So essentially that Blitzcrank is getting a ton of mana per auto. Okay, so we can grab Leona for a 4th noble. She's also a Guardian, so if we get a Braum, we can get multiple Guardians. We can also grab this Draven.
Let's do this.
So let's put the Leona in back here. And let's also take out the Katarina and put in a second Imperial with Draven. In my opinion, Draven is one of the biggest carries in the game. If it ever looks like my Vayne isn't carrying, I can always translate my items to Draven and we can go Imperials. So, the only way to take items off a character is by selling them. So yes, we would have to sell our Vayne, who's been carrying us through the early game, and put it on Draven, but that's honestly not bad at all. So if we get another tier 2 Vayne to replace this Vayne with, we might even put the items on Draven. Oh yeah, especially with us getting so many Dravens like that. Let's actually roll, see if we can get another Draven. Because that might be really worth.
This is where Draven shines.
Okay. We got a tier 2 Draven. So we definitely want to replace this, I believe. We'll see. Well, we'll take a look at next round. Because the same thing with Nobles, with Imperials, it really requires all 4. Because with just 2 Imperials, it's just one random Imperial gets the double damage. Not like double damage Darius is bad, but you would rather have it on the Draven, right? So with Imperials, you want a Swain to be your a Swain 5 cost is the 4th Imperial. So we have 3 already. We would just need the Swain to have all 4 Imperials. So let's level up. Let's put a experience point in. Hopefully we get some more Vanes so we can replace it easily. Okay, so for 6 Nobles we need Lucian and Kale. For Imperials we need just the Swain. Let's level up first. I want to be able to make sure I can maximize my composition as much as possible. Making sure I still have 3 Nobles, still have 2 Knights, and have the 4 Imperials out there. So I want to make sure I can have a good amount of units out there. Plus, I mean, we're super far ahead, so. Okay. So again, I'm going to keep the items on Vayne for now. Then we're going to replace Vayne's items and put them on Draven, since Draven's going to be our carry with Imperials. That's what I'm thinking right now. So as you guys see, like, we were thinking about Noble Knights in the early game, but Imperials are a super good mid to late game class, which is determined by your RNG and rolls, whether you go with them or not. And like your RNG and the rolls typically determines like whether you go for that class or not. Otherwise, you could just go 6 nobles. I mean, this is perfectly fine. You can see my 2 frontline Garens are just doing work. So, 2 chain vests makes a Thornmail, and a Thornmail on Garen is pretty good. Because Garen, while he's spinning, is magic immune. So basically, he can only take damage from, you know, basic attacks, and Thornmail reflects 25% damage from basic attacks. And is really strong. So Garen becomes, like, super tanky. Oh, you see that Leona guarding against the Zed assassin? That Leona placement is perfect to perfect our Draven and our Bane. So again, placement of units is important in this game. And so I'm placing my front line in front of our DPS, the Draven and Bane. But then I also have, you know, maybe one of our weaker front lines just to tank a little bit of damage from a potential assassin player. Oh, I can grab that Fiora. Okay, so I'm looking for a second chain vest for the Garen. Sometimes there's an important unit in here too, but I'm not seeing it here. Yeah, we can just grab the chain vest. The MF has a locket. Honestly, that locket is going to be better than Thornmail, in my opinion. So, I'm going to show you guys what locket does. So, locket can give a shield to your entire team if you place it correctly. So, let me grab this. Level up. Let's put Leona in the middle. Let's put Katarina back here. And we're going to be selling this locket on the Misfortune. Put on her. And all the units in this AoE. So, I wish it showed the AoE, but all units are adjacent to this Leona are going to be now receiving a 200 HP shield at the beginning of the round. So this is going to help against the assassins as well. So look at all the shield that we just got for all of our characters. It's hardly visible, but you see this little white shield, right? So the enemy Tristana had a static shiv, and it helped protect us from a little bit of damage from a static shiv. This game is RNG, but in my firm opinion, you can at least get top 3 every time if you know what you're doing. Assuming that you get against just, it's like random people. Obviously, yesterday, I was playing against a bunch of people who are very experienced with auto chess. So we're looking for Swain. Darius is good. Katarina is good. Raven's good. So we're just going to roll. We're going to look for units that we want. None of these are good. Really want that Swain. Leona's fine. If we want, we can sell one of the Dariuses. We can sell one of the Dariuses for 50 gold. But you get 1 gold at the end of each round. So as long as I win the round, then I should be okay. Oh no, the Cosmic Downs are Draven. But he's not, the Draven isn't isolated, so it doesn't matter. So we change up our positioning a little bit, so we're more vulnerable to assassins, but we get that locket shield on, I think, like 6 people, which is like, 1200 health worth of shield, since locket shields are 200. Karthus. We don't have a Phantom, so we don't have Kindred, or we don't have Mordekaiser, so that's not good. Oh no, the Draven. Yasuo is good by himself. We do have 2. So we can get a 3rd Blade Master with Yasuo as well. I'm gonna grab him.
No cure for fools.
So the Blade Master bonus, Blade Masters have a 45% chance to strike additional times each attack. So basically, our Draven can get a double attack on somebody with this spinning axe, which deals a ridiculous amount of damage. And yeah, it can do work. And again, we're switching our items from Vayne to the, from our Vayne to the, Raven as soon as we get Swain, the 4th Imperial. That way we guarantee deals the double damage with it. Oh, speaking of which. Oh, and we got the kill?
Do not forget it.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put, we're gonna sell this Luna. We're gonna put the Swain, put Locket on Swain. Got 4 Imperials. Sell her. Put items on Draven. So we can put a Redemption, Warmongs, or we can put Titanic Hydra. I think, wait, what is this? Oh yeah, Frozen Heart is really good. And put a, Titanic Hydra and Katarina. Wait, why isn't she jumping? Hey, my Katarina just bugged. Katarina is an assassin and should instantly just jump to the back line, but I guess it just bugged out. Okay, 4 Imperials does so much damage. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Okay. If we can tier up that, so if we can get 6 nobles and 4 Imperials, I think. So noble. So we need we got 3 nobles so far. We can replace one of the Garens with the Kale. Let's replace the Vayne with the Kale. What are we holding on the Vayne for? Yeah, and that still keeps 3 nobles, and it gives us an extra knight as well. Yeah, that's much better. So, Lucian. So, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6 nobles, so we should just level up. Can we get 6 nobles and, can we get 6 nobles? As well as 4 Imperials? I've never gotten this, like, this is actually a really good game. So, if we're able to get both, that's ridiculous. Like, can we even put in enough units to make that happen, though, is my question. I think what we need one of the spatula items. So there are certain spatula items that will enable to change the class of one of your characters. So we need to find one of the spatulas that will allow us to change one of our characters into a noble. If that exists. I'm not sure. I've never run into this situation before. But Kale is a really good unit by herself. Anyway, we could run. We could run this Yasuo instead and get 3 Blade Masters. We skip out on the Noble bonus, but the Blade Master bonus with the Draven doing so much damage is pretty good. Plus, Yasuo by himself is a really good tank. Oh my! This Draven's critting for so much! He's critting for 1,300. This Draven's a beast. We're gonna get a perfect game here. I think pretty easily. Like, I don't think it's even close, right? So what do we even want? We can grab the Negatron. I think one of our units has a Giant's Belt. The Negatron will give us a Zephyr, which will take one of the units out of combat. Oh, someone took Negatron. What else do we buy? Buy the Yasuo. Just to have another Yasuo. That way we could try to get into tier 2. That helps as well. Oh, we got another Swain here. What do we sell on our bench?
We are at war. Do not forget it.
Okay. So we got a Yasuo on our bench. We're gonna put the Yasuo. So what I like about this game as well, you see how you can swap units by just dragging and dropping, and it'll just swap. In auto chess, you have to put like the unit to next to them, put it up there, and then move it over to where you want. In this, you can just swap right in. By the way, noble bonus later in the game, just the 3 nobles by itself isn't as strong. Kind of like goblins in Dead Auto Chess. It's much more important to... Oh, this Draven is just one-hitting everything, man. Holy. But yeah. Yeah, we want our Kale in next. So I think we'll just have her Kaylin. So yeah, having just the like the 3 noble bonus isn't as good late game. Okay, I'm gonna run my economies a little bit, but I really want my Kale out here. Got a second Garen. And the 2 Garens have carried me this game, to be honest. Like the Vayne, yeah, she had items, she was fed, but the Garens really allowed me to do work. We haven't even seen a Braum this game, so we haven't even had the chance for a Guardian bonus. But the Guardian bonus, what it does, let me see if I can right click and show you. At the start of combat, all Guardians and adjacent allies receive plus 40 armor, so if you position the Guardians correctly, it can give your entire team plus 40 armor. Which is really strong. I mean, this is the 3rd place person, just absolutely wrecked him. Took him out of the game. Okay, I mean, we're 100% HP at this point. This guy's 18%. We're about to crush him. So, we got the 4 Imperials, which is really strong. We didn't get tier 2 Yasuo or Swain yet, but... Oh. So let's roll for some fun. Oh, yeah. Tier 2 kill. Try to go for Swain. Swain, perfect. What else could we get? Anything else? So we got tier 2 Kale, tier 2 Swain, tier 2 Draven. That's honestly tier 2 full Imperials. That's so good. Yeah, that's so good. Oh, if we could have gone to tier 2 Yasuo too. Oh yeah, this is the dragon round. Honestly, the creep rounds after like the first two creep rounds are the hardest. Like, obviously after the first 2 levels, like the Krugs and the Raptors are the hardest. But after those 2 rounds, all the other creep rounds are a joke. Like, you saw how easily I beat that? Didn't even really take damage. My Draven just basically one-shot it. That's basically how it goes. Okay, let's try to get Draven out. Oh shit, I missed Oleana, but she's not even in.
Let's do this. No cure for fools.
Wait, could we get... Wait, did I not buy the Oswald? I didn't buy it. Shoot. Wait, I really want to... Oh.
No cure for fools.
Wait. So... Wait, I want to buy more Yasuos. So this game's about to be over, so I'm just gonna... I'm trying to buy as many Yasuos as possible. Holy... Look at this Yasuo just tanking everything, man. He just tanked a Sword of Divine Kale that entire fight. Yasuo OP. Alright guys, this was a little guide on how to build up with Knights and Nobles into potentially another comp you want. My favorite is Imperials to build into, or to build it into 6 Nobles, 6 Knights. I appreciate you guys watching my video. Hope you liked the content. If you liked the content, please like the channel, subscribe, and leave a comment down below with what you think your favorite composition is so far after playing Teamfight Tactics. I played the game for 15 hours already, and the game's been out for about 24 hours. So, hope you guys appreciated this, and appreciate this game. I love this game that Riot made. But anyways, hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you on the video for tomorrow.